I've updated the electricals from the generator so that I get a higher voltage with lower RPMs. So even at idling I can get about 200 volts to the trolley bus. So that's good for many reasons, like less noise, less fuel consumption, and less chance of overheating, which is the most important one. We'll try to move it around just a little bit today, and how I achieve this is to this circuit I added a 55 volt input to the exciter generator. I ordered it from China. It's basically a small electronic device, 24 volts in, 55 volts out, and that helps it a lot. Okay, we're basically idling. That's the voltage we get. Very little sound. Of course, it's not a good idea to drive it like this. 480 I think is minimum. Still waiting for the water temp sensor, RPM sensors, and the fuel gauge computer. It would be interesting to add these things, and the fuel tank also. Well, now I tried to make another test drive, but we had some trouble. We couldn't get the machine to move, and took some troubleshooting and measuring all the fuses and stuff, and we found that one of these resistors was broken. 10 kilo ohm resistors, so I replaced it with these tiny ones, and then we got it working. But I'm not gonna go on the street with these. They probably don't last long, so we have to find these resistors, and this part came from underneath here. Let's see, from these two wires, number 312 and 11, I think. One of these goes to the big whatever you call this thing, I don't know in English. Now I've made some more success with quietness. Covered this shaft, and it seems to be more quiet. It's right now idling. Let's take it to 600 volts and listen to the sound. Idling at 250. fairly reasonable. Maybe it should insulate this gap here a little bit more. Outside, of course, it's loud. It's mainly the fan. Let's take the cover off. Compare the difference. Added some power supplies. That's cool. Also, fuse panel is inside here. Well, I was making a power test and I blew a fuse, like it literally burned down. So this is the one going from the exciter generator to the main generator. The fuse was 50 amps. The output of the exciter should be 49, so I don't know. That's pretty interesting. Working on the electrical system, added these fuses here. So these yellow cables are feeding the 55 volts to this main rotor inside the generator. So it's supposed to be 49 amps, but I blew the 50 amp fuses, so I bought this type of fuses, 63 amps, and these seem to be fine. They're not heating, so that's good. Also, there is fuses in each end of the 24 to 55 volt box here, and the way this works is there's a constant 24 volt input to this when the motor is running. So there's automatic connection inside this exciter generator here in the back. It disconnects when the motor is not turning. So when the motor starts up, there's contacts inside there connect to the 24 volts to this this box, which then starts giving out 55 volts to the exciter generator, which is where is it? This wire right here, number 103, which is also fused, 5 amps, yes, and the minus from 55 goes straight to the minus where the this connection, where the excitement minus meets the main rotor. So it's kind of a tricky system. Basically just had to figure it all out, how it works. Also added some I still need to fuse these main cables. Need to figure out how many amps I need to put here, and yeah, that's it. Also added these buttons here. This one should increase the RPM, this one should lower the RPM, but I haven't connected these yet, and this one does that. So at idling, exciter gives out 24 volts and the main voltage is 250. Well, basically it works the same way as it was. Climb the RPMs, the voltage climbs. We don't need it right now. Yeah. Well, I thought maybe we'd try to fix the air leaks. I'm not even sure where is it coming from exactly. That's why we raised the front end so we can climb down. Also, I've mounted this chain to the floor here because I wanna winch the front cowl down, as the tow truck drivers mounted this trolley bus not the right way to this front cowl here, and so it pushed it up so the front hatch doesn't close entirely. It's about a centimeter up too high, so that's what we're gonna try later. But now let's climb down there and see where the air is hissing. Let's see. This small connection here is not good. Somebody's been repairing it with zip ties. That's funny. That is funny. Goes to the air spring, I should say. Well, now that we got some lights down here, you can see a little better. Somebody fixed it with zip ties, but it's obviously not good. I'm gonna cut the whole thing out and see if I can get a new one. It should be 8mm pipe, I think. No. Six and a half. What the hell? 6mm pipe connection. I can't access the tube with a tube cutter, so I have to go like this. This is a little bit tricky part here. I really don't want to bend it, but I guess I have no choice. Might be able to cut it. No. Very straight cut. Try again. Anyway, this is the stuff I bought. I bought some extra just in case I break something else. You can use this 90-degree angle here, I think. Them up a little. Like that. Ah, no. That. Now we can bring it back, hopefully. Hopefully not breaking in the process. Maybe it's better to use a straight one, or a straight one as well. Let's see. I think the straight one is better. Straight one looks like that. Now what we have to do is tighten it. Of course I brought the wrong wrench. No, it's alright. It's the right wrench. Motherfucker. It is the wrong wrench. Need 14 and 12. Crawling back under. Back with a right wrench, hopefully. The other one a little bit. Yeah, I think we should. I don't know the torque specs on these, so maybe we should just put the air on and see if it leaks, tighten up. Very nice. Okay. It's not rubbing anywhere. That's good. Okay. All done. Now it's time to wait for the next one to burst. So that's the old connection. I don't know what the hell happened to it. There's actually a tiny hole in the center of this lobe down here. I don't know if you can see it, and one over there. It's like it's been rubbed against something, but I don't know, I didn't see anything that it could have been rubbed on, so I don't know what the hell happened to it. Now we're gonna try to check this front end to the right place. I don't know if the pulley I got is powerful enough to even move this. Connect it somewhere. There. That's not good place, I think, because cut the whole section out and build a new one. It would be easier actually. You know what? I'm not gonna bother to do it because I'm pretty sure it would be easier to cut this front end off and build a new one. But I'm gonna do that when I repaint the Skoda to the original colors. I do have that in plan. Not this year, next year. Okay, now that. Now our compressor is resting a little bit, and also I found out this button. It's like compressors on the automatic right now. When the air drops, it starts, but this one I can manually start it and turn it off. Still don't know what that button does. Next thing we're gonna try to fix is this leaky cover is not holding. All this oil from the differential is falling out, so I don't know how much oil is in there or what kind of oil there is, but we're gonna drain it. Hopefully this is gonna fit all into this 10-liter canister. And we're gonna open the cover and go from there. While it drains, I can already unbolt these bolts, I think. It's very important to save the environment from oil spills. So I'm gonna try to fix it. Short bolts for this large cover. I'm not even sure if this is actually connected to the differential or is it just the axle loop. Okay, I think we got it. Okay, there we have it. Always need to use the right tools. Okay, I can already see where it was leaking. There's these places here. The seal is very short, like 6 millimeters maybe, and it's leaking past these places. There's some kind of surface here that the drive shaft is touching against. Not really sure how all this works, but it's a planetary gear. I think the drive shaft comes out from here, but I'm not gonna bother with that. Okay, here we have the cover prepped for the installation. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna lube this central part with oil because it drops against this surface here, so that's all good now. These tight spots are dry where the leakage occurred. Okay, I think we're good. go. Let's put it back on. The engine is